Hello and welcome to Gaming is Therapy. Today I'm bringing you episode number 69 of our fantasy EFL football, but it's going to be slightly different. We're going to be discussing fixtures and the max chip. Now, as we enter the last phase of the actual competition with all the leagues, there's 9 weeks remaining, which is not a lot of time if you're still holding on to your max chip like myself. I'm still holding on to my max chip. So what I'm going to do is show you how many games we've got remaining and which weeks I think potentially are key for the max chip and which weeks are definitely not key for the max chip. So 411 games, 9 weeks, that works out of a game week average of 46 across the 3 leagues. That may sound like a lot of games, but it really isn't, because we're looking for a magic number, and that number is, of course, 72, which means each team will play 2 fixtures across the same game week. So Championship will be 24, League 1 24, and obviously League 2 24. That's what we're looking for. Ironically, we're going to start with game week 31. Yes, the live game week, which goes from the 8th of March to the 12th of March, which is obviously a Friday to a Wednesday. We have a decent number of games. The Championship has 22. League 1 has 18. League 2 has 17. That gives us 57 games. It's not the magic 72, but it's pretty impressive. Now, a game week we don't want to pay attention to, game week 33. 22nd of March to 25th of March. Saturday to Tuesday, target is 72, we get 26. 0 games in the Championship, 12 in League 1, 14 in League 2. Clearly not a week to be using your max chip unless you're pure genius. It's the only reason you would use it in that week, but you just generally would not even touch that week. It's just a no-brainer not to touch that. Now, 2 weeks consecutively, which are pretty decent and pretty solid for fixtures. Game week 34, 27th of March to 2nd of April, so that's a Thursday to a Tuesday. We get 60 games. 12 in the Championship, 2 magic numbers, League 1 24, League 2 24. We've hit 2 magic numbers. So if you like League 1 players and you like League 2 players, this isn't a great opportunity to use your max chip. 60 games is solid. It's an option. That's all we can really say. It is an option. Game week 35, actually, is not overly impressive, but it has 51 games out of the 72, and it hits the magic number in the Championship. So if you prefer Championship players, you've got your 24, and that goes from the 4th of April to the 9th of April, which is a Friday to a Wednesday. Again, it depends what sort of players you like. If you like a mix of everybody, then the most perfect week, and the week that I want to recommend this week, but it's bizarre. So week 37. 18th of April to the 21st of April. That's a Friday through to a Monday. There is 72 games. Now, there's 2 things to take into account with this. 2 massive things. 1, how many dead rubbers will be left in the league? How many teams are going to be vying for playoffs? How many teams are going to be vying for automatic promotion? How many teams are going to be vying for relegation and staying up? How many dead rubbers are there going to be? And given the turnaround of the games, Friday to Monday, how much rotation is going to play into that if they get a result they need in the first match? So as much as it is the magic number, and it's absolutely perfect with 24 games apiece, it also comes with massive risk, especially if you're picking players in the higher echelon of the league. So, your teams in the top 6, top 8 in each division, you're risking it for a biscuit, because ultimately, if they get the result they need in the first game and results go in their favour, that second game, they might not play that player. They may rest them. You just don't know. So rotation could be an absolute nightmare for game week 37, which makes me think game week 31 is not a bad call with 57 games, which then puts pressure on, is it game week 34 that is absolutely bang on? I just don't know. It's a really, really tricky one. 3 weeks to steer clear of: game week 36, game week 38, and game week 39. We steer clear of those. It's the minimum amount of games that you can have. 36, 12 apiece. Just don't see the benefit of using your max chip in those game weeks. It has to be game week 34, game week 35, and game week 37. But they all come with a little bit of risk and reward. I think game week 37 is absolutely beautiful, but I think there's the most amount of risk in that game week. Game week 34 is looking pretty tasty. As long as you like League 1 and League 2 players, game week 51 for your Championship players. It's a hard one. It's a really, really tough one. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. I actually thought about using it this weekend. Not that this weekend's going very well for me. I didn't use it. I've held on to it. I don't know. It's a tough one. Let me know if you've actually used your game week... let me know if you've used your max chip since the start of February, and if so, which game week did you use it in? That's more of a curiosity thing for myself. If you haven't used it, which game week are you now thinking about, knowing the fixtures? I will put all the details of the fixtures in the comment section below so you can have a look at them for yourself, just peruse them and have a little sneak peek. I'll put the dates, the days and how many games per league. But yeah, it's an interesting one and the pressure's on. 9 weeks to go. Still got my max chip. I've got 3 possible weeks to use it in. Which week do I go for? I just honestly do not know. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Just wanted to do a quick video. It's something I wanted to talk about since the beginning of February, and we're now in the beginning of March. So yeah, way behind with ideas in my head, let alone be able to produce the videos and the content. Regards to that, we've got 9 weeks. Let us know in that comment section below, which week are you going for? Which week are you vying for? Are you going to hold out to game week 37, or are you going to do what I'm probably going to do, go with game week 34? I'm still undecided. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Honestly, it's a quandary. It is a massive quandary. Leave it there. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and as normal, I will catch you later.